start the process of you starting to get clear and emotionally connected to how your truth and your voice and your story needs to start to become aimed through your content. And it'll be really powerful. Now, what I will say is this, though. If you have upgraded your workshop registration to our implementation pass, you have a different resource. So in your workbook, okay, there is a prompt that we have created. It's called our Dream Customer Clarifier. So think of it like this. It's exactly the same process as the leadership statement, but we do it for your dream customer. And what you get is a paragraph that we call your dream customer portrait, okay? And so you have a bonus guide that will help you do that. So if you're an implementation pass person, your assignment will look a little different, okay? And in Friday's bonus coaching session, our 90-minute session on Friday, this will be one of the things that we will be coaching you on. Now, listen, if you haven't upgraded to the implementation pass and you would like to do that, today is the last day for that to happen, okay? So today is the last day. All you have to do to upgrade is go to that link. We'll drop it in the comment for you, yourvirtualupline.com/pass. Now, even if you can't make the session on Friday live, you still get the bonus, our bonus AI guide with our Dream Customer Clarifier process in it, so you'll be able to do that. And even if you can't make the session Friday, where we're going to actually write your posts with you, and we're going to give you feedback on what you create, you'll get the recording, okay? But today is the last day for you to upgrade. So yourvirtualupline.com/pass. All right. So let's talk about how this shows up in content. All right. So here's the starting point. Now, if you're in your workbook, on page, let's see here. Okay. So if you're in your workbook, starting on page 21, we introduce you to the first of 4 types of love-led content that we teach. Now, tomorrow in session 3, I'm going to teach you our entire love-led content system. We call it the love-led content journey. There's 4 specific types of content that we teach must happen in a particular order. And so I'm going to walk you through that tomorrow. But service content is the starting point of everything that you want for a couple of different reasons. So let's think about where we are right now in the process. We've reconnected you to your story. Today you're beginning to start to see the person that you're really here to serve. And now we want to show up and we want to write something that actually helps them. Now, here's the key. Service content is not promoting and it is not teaching. But what it does is it begins the process of starting to build belief. Now, I want to share with you our love-led content law number 1. So we've got 5 different laws of content that we teach. I'm just sharing one with you here today because this is by far the most important. And if you understand this, it forces you to start thinking of content differently. And here's what it is. Content is not meant to teach, and it is not supposed to sell. We just decided to make it that as a profession. And to be fair, it actually worked for a while, right? During COVID and the pandemic, man, you could just sell your little you-know-what off and people would buy, but it doesn't work anymore because social media has changed, the world has changed, the algorithms have changed, and people are over it. And so it's not supposed to do either of those 2 things. Its primary goal is to build belief. If we understand that content is the proof of our leadership, the only way that we can lead people from where they are, their problems, their challenges, their struggles, their life, the only way we get permission to lead them to the transformation that they want is they must trust us enough and believe in us enough to be able to transfer those things into someone else. So content is meant to build belief in you and your willingness to help without some sort of an ulterior motive of trying to sell them. It's meant to build belief in your vehicle or solution that you have to offer, and it is meant to build belief in them. Look, let me tell you why teaching and selling don't work. I'm going to break this down for you very practically. Teaching, even with the best of intentions, most of the time is fear-led. Meaning that we're educating and we're providing tips and tutorials and things, but we are still focused on the outcome and the results of those posts. Meaning that we're just doing that because we think that's going to give us a better chance to make a sale. Now, we do it with good intentions and good heart, but it's still fear-led, meaning that we hide behind the tips and the information. We're not there. It's not our story. It's not our voice. We're not talking to a specific person. We're just offering this generic advice. And listen, we do it because deep down inside, we want to prove that we're valuable, right? But what happens is we over-explain and we overwhelm. And you educate, but you don't connect. You are speaking to their mind, but you are not touching their heart. Look, if information was enough, the person that you want wouldn't need you anymore. Because information is commoditized today, especially with AI. There is any person in the world that is struggling with any problem is 5 seconds away from getting the exact prescription that they need to go solve that thing. This is where people don't realize. Like, they're just providing information and teaching, thinking that's going to make them, credible. Like, it's worthless today. Like, you read a post, and this is where AI starts to expose people. You read these really helpful posts that are chock full of information, but there is no heart and there's no soul, and you don't connect with it. So here's what you might do. You save it, but you do nothing with it. Because the thing that's always been missing is your belief that you even have the chance to solve your problem. Because you've tried other things before. You've bought other programs, you've bought other products, you've bought other plans, and it didn't work for you. But that's also why selling doesn't do it. Because selling is about you, even though you think it's about them. And it comes with pressure. You put products and promotions before people and their problems, and you're focused on the result, not the relationship. You're talking at people. Now, look, I know that there are a lot of heart-centered, faith-led entrepreneurs that are here right now that have unknowingly been doing this because you bought into the fear-led system that was given to you. But what you have to realize is that your current content model of selling and promoting and hyping, it is actually making it look like you don't care. It is inauthentic and it is impersonal. Now, I will go back to what I said to you earlier. Don't beat yourself up because it is not your fault. Up until this point, you haven't known any better. But now you do. See, here is the fatal mistake that you're making, whether you realize it or not. You think that the way I get someone to believe in my product and my program is that I just have to keep telling them over and over again how great it is and showing them other people that are complete strangers that they don't know, that it worked for them. And if I just keep doing that enough, eventually I will wear them down to start to believe. It will never happen. All you're doing is you're not wearing them down. You are pushing them further and further and further away from you because they're looking at you like she just wants to make a sale. See, here's the life-changing shift. Please listen to this closely. This will change your life. The thing that you must build belief in first is you. Because once you have established the trust and the belief starts with, guess what? Service content. It starts with you showing up and offering content that's helpful, that's providing advice and encouragement around specific problems that people are struggling with, and you're not constantly saying, here's the link, buy from me. You're not asking, you're just giving from a place of love, leadership, and service. And now all of a sudden people say, wait a minute. You've got my attention. And they start